So today, I decided it would be a good idea to go back to the usual format or to the old format. I realized that the last videos have been either me talking with Sebastian about stuff, or I don't know, I haven't been making videos for a while. Um, Anyways, I think it's time for me to go back to the old format, just me talking to the camera about some random stuff. Quick disclosure, my eye bags are not this big. This is because of the light from the ceiling. It's weird. I do go to bed late, but I'm not at this level yet. It's just the light from the ceiling, I promise. Um, I wanted to talk today, I guess, about an personal experience, I guess. An interesting personal experience. That it's still, in a way, more or less, going on. Um, that is when an INTP dates another INTP. And I don't know why, but it may seem weird that an INTP would choose to date another INTP. I think it makes perfect sense. I mean, we are pretty much the same thing, just opposite sex. Makes sense to me. Um, I think it would be interesting to talk about a bit about it, and about my personal experience, I guess, with it. Bear in mind that I'm not experienced in any way when it comes to, I don't know, either evaluating types or relationships in general. So here we go. First thing is, what is the relationship like? And to this I have to say that the relationship is, or at least mine, has been online. So there's no physical interaction ever. So it's a bit weird, I guess. Um, I think I would probably describe it as extremely independent, on which I'm very independent, and the person is also very independent, on which we clearly don't need each other. Like, we like each other, but we don't need each other. Like, we're not. Um, it's not like we aren't attached, more or less, I guess, yes. But it's, I don't know, we can remain the independency that we used to have before we met. I think INTPs are extremely independent, or at least I am, and this person is apparently too. So I think it's interesting to notice that even with somebody, apparently we don't lose our degree of independence. We don't let this weird emotion of love consume us to the point on which we become so attached to the other person that we lose personality. No, no chance. Second is interests, um, on which we were very different, I guess, in a way, in the beginning. Um, I'm not even sure if I can, like, disclose this, or if I can tell this, or if I should. But anyways, you have no way of knowing of whom I'm talking about, so I guess it's okay. Um, I'm dating someone that used to be a Muslim, and that is no longer a Muslim, and I'm kind of proud, in a way, that I helped change that. I'm going to get so much shit for even saying this. Um, but anyways, we, I mean, she's in literature, or in a course related to the Arab language and literature. And I am in psychology, so we are both in languages. Um, I think it's very interesting to see that we share knowledge a lot often, on which she can teach me Arab words and I can teach her Portuguese words. And she can teach me about her culture and I can teach her about mine. I think it's interesting because apparently part of our relationship comes to mutual exchange of knowledge, and whatever we want to talk about usually has to do with that, dislikes. I think we have now common dislikes. I think with time she opened her mind more than it was before, and I mean this in no way as an insult. She has said this before, and I completely agree. Um, she was a literalist in a way. Um, she wasn't a Muslim like any other person, and she took the Quran literally in many ways. Um, she was a bit afraid of leaving religion and of leaving the Quran and of stopping being a Muslim. And when she came to that point, she kind of expressed it in a very interesting way. Um, she expressed it as what you hear sometimes from ex-Christians and ex-Muslims. It's a sense of humility that I didn't used to have, of realizing that the world is so much more than what they used to think, that the world is so much more complex, than it can't be confined to a book, to a religion, to a single ideology, to a single unquestionable authority. And I think this is very interesting to notice. Um, it's very it's very interesting to see the degree on which a person changes just from hearing different opinions and from talking with different people from different contexts, from different countries, with different personalities, to see what those people can and can't do. What are these people allowed to do that you can't in your country, or that your religion doesn't allow you to? Sometimes it's difficult, and it's very interesting to see how someone changes just by contacting with others. Difficulties now, maybe the last point. Like I said, it was or it is, I'm not even sure, an online relationship. So there are clearly obstacles, but like I said, we remain very independent, and we remain, in a sense, the same. We are just now with someone that understands you and understands your ideas and understands the way you think, because they are themselves INTP. Um, there's absolutely no pressure, I think, from either side, either from my side or from her. I don't think any of us feels pressured in any way. Um, but yeah, I think it's interesting to see again how people that there are difficulties that people have that are from their personalities, from their culture, from the way that they were raised. So yeah, there are clearly difficulties like anything in life, I guess. But um, it's sometimes cool to know that there is someone that understands you, that can give you, in a sense, some sort of support. Not that INTP is, I don't know, man. Like, I've used to think that I am completely fine, like, alone. I don't need anyone else. And to a degree, I still think that. I think I'm very independent. I would be fine living, like, in a cabin in the woods. I would be fine with that. Like I said, in previous videos with Sebastian, we have talked about that. And, I still think that, but it's interesting to have someone that not only is herself intriguing and intelligent and with a culture that I think that it's very interesting, as it is a source of support on which I know that I can talk to, and share any problem that I have, and she can do the same. Um, it's cool to have another logician next to you. I think it's a good thing. Either way, I think I'm going to stop the video here. I'm not even sure why I made this video. It's just because I think it's interesting for anyone that would like to know what it's like, an INTP that dates another INTP. And yeah, that's it.